All right, I'm very excited to introduce our next speaker. I have a little bit of a surprise that he has no idea I'm going to share this. But our next speaker actually started out in the hair industry. He worked with hair and then found the incredible world of network marketing 20 years ago and has had incredible success in the industry. And funny enough, when COVID happened and everyone was freaking out, that's when he got to work and built an incredible team here at LifeWave. But what very few people know is that Peter and I actually go way back. And when I say way back, I say way back. So I'm actually going to show you a quick photo of when Peter and I still had braces on and we looked like teenagers. Years ago, we go back about 15 years. And our relationship has, stayed strong ever since. But we have an incredible leader that you're going to be hearing from right now. Please help me welcome Elite Senior Presidential Director, Peter No.
Oh, they gave me the hardest topic. I have to talk about culture. Ooh. Duplication. Ooh. Who here likes those two topics? Okay, I'm going to start with this. Who here went to college? Raise your hand. Look at all these people. I didn't go to college. I came here. I literally fell asleep in every class in high school. And then my mom's like, son, if you're not going to go to college, I'm going to stick you to hair school. Because she wanted me to have a skill, right? At least I can take care of myself when I went out to the world. And when I went out to the hair world, I really got to learn something that I did not learn in high school because I didn't play any team sports. I didn't know what a culture really meant. So when I was a barber for the first, in my 20s, I was a solo entrepreneur, right? I was literally just learning through my clients. And my clients just happened to be a 1-year-old boy to their 100-year-old grandfather, where I got all my wisdom, my experience from. But then one day my hands started to hurt and I started to develop carpal tunnel because I was cutting so much hair. And I was 28 at the time. And then my friend, anybody believes in the law of attraction, right? My friend just literally called me and goes, what are you doing? I'm like, cutting hair, I'm tired. She goes, I'm going to take you somewhere. I'm like, where? I'm like, don't worry about it. Who here ever got kidnapped to a network marketing event? That's why I got kidnapped to. Guess what my first network marketing company was? Monavie. Okay, I was introduced to Monavie, and long story short, from there, that was the first time I ever felt what teamwork was about. It was the first time I literally saw what leadership was about. I saw people just connecting, hugging, cheering on for each other. And when I looked at my career as a barber, I'm like, wow, I like that. So what did I do? I quit. I literally quit the hair industry. I sold all my salons and I told my mom I'm out. And I joined network marketing. And every company I went through, I got to meet friends. Who here met someone in network marketing? Who here met their best friend, their wife, their husband in network marketing? Because you built that relationship. And as I went through my first 5 companies, I literally jumped from one company to another company to another company. And the reason why is because I did not have a mentor. Did anybody here have a mentor in their career? Oh, I know you did. Good choice, Robin. But through there, my first success was about 12 years ago. And it was with a company, it was a little yellow pill. And again, when I went to that company, I started to feel that culture. And it was the culture of people coming together and learning together, again, the same thing. And then I started to realize, what makes a culture? Does anybody know? What is it? Values and the leadership. Did everybody hear that? Values and the leadership. And I did not get that until 12 years ago when I found that company. But then when I went there, I started to learn everything about the industry that I never learned from my other companies through leadership and through making a lot of mistakes. Has anybody made mistakes before? Have we made a lot of mistakes before? You learn through there. But it's the mentorship, it's the wisdom that can kind of save you from all those mistakes, right? And as you develop those relationships with your mentors, are you building a culture? Are you building a team? Yes. Long story short, I left that company. I went to another company. And then 5.5 years ago, Marcy came to me and she showed me the patch. And the moment I saw this patch, my first research I did was on David. Why did I do research on David? Because when I saw the CEOs in all my previous companies, many say they have value, many say that they have leadership, but how come all these things changed from every company that I was with? They changed their comp plans, changed their products, changed their price. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? And along the way, the culture changed. And then I came to LifeWave. And Marcy and I, we hit the top of the ranks within 5 months. And our very first event, I still remember very clearly, who was here at the 2020 LifeWave convention in Las Vegas? Oh, wow. Only one. No, there was Rick, there's David Jumper, there's Chuck Michaels, there's Roy. And when I saw David speak for the first time, literally live, I felt the trust and the value and the light and the vision of David. Who felt that? That's when in my first time in my career, I knew what culture was, because the company was 15 years old at that time. And when I started to talk to the leaders, and when I saw Chuck Michaels, Roy, Rick, David Jumper, when I saw them all on stage, and I didn't know any of them, but when I found out that they had been here since the first day or the first year of this company, right, Chuck? That's called loyalty. How many sacrifices has our leaders that have started here, and what have they sacrificed all the way in the last 15 years to build the culture, to build the value? And the cool thing about this company is David was so loyal to the leaders here. He listened to them, but because this company was under the radar, I would say the players in the industry probably didn't look at it until the X39 came in. And when the X39 came in, literally it took this company to the next level. And now, how many leaders are you seeing in here today in this culture? We get to see Dr. Stacy, Stephen Gina, Gregory Muscaris, if I'm missing out, all these leaders are now that have decades of experience, that have built cultures in other companies. And now they're coming here in LifeWave to follow David Schmidt and to see his vision of the culture. Does that make sense, everyone? So, in today's network marketing, there are so many changes, right? There's so many changes. There's companies going out of business. There's so many changes in leadership. What makes us so different today than any other company now? As you can see, look at the comp plan. It is getting ready to reward and recognize. Who? The brand new people that are coming in. The brand new people are now getting rewarded and recognized for their work. So when they get rewarded and recognized, what is that building for us? It is building competency, right? We're getting to now help everyone at every tier, at every level. We get to speak their language now. We get to teach them how to duplicate. And in my organization, I've always taught the building style, right? Teach people how to build themselves, build the better you. Did everybody see that you sign out there? Did you? What is the company's message now? You be the light. You go shine. We're just the ones that are just giving you the support. The company is rewarding you. They're building a platform for us. And I always talk to Meredith because Meredith was part of my journey 15 years ago when she was a sales manager, I believe, and I was a baby Peter, brand new in the industry, right? But now, we're now creating a whole evolution of a new culture that is going to grow into this company, which is going to be in the billions now. Now David is sharing even bigger because why? Because every single person that is joining us today is sharing David's culture and his vision. So as we're growing, as we're duplicating, right? What are we duplicating? Building. We're duplicating how to build. We're duplicating how to leverage tools. We're duplicating how to leverage a lifestyle. We're duplicating how to develop leaders. We're duplicating how to develop desires. When was the last time someone had a desire? When was the last time someone had a dream? Have we been dreaming? Are you sure? Okay. And can we duplicate that, right? Sometimes we always say, oh, I want to learn this system. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. No. Sometimes I think we just have to learn a balanced lifestyle. You really do. Because sometimes this industry can burn you out a little bit too, if you're not balanced. So if you're burned out, what are you duplicating? Burned out. Right? So, I thought I had 10 minutes. I only prepared for 10 minutes, but I have 15. I'm going to take the next 3 minutes really just to thank the field. Because in the last 5.5 years here, I've probably learned more here than my entire career, because the people, the leadership, the commitment, again, it's from all the senior partners, the senior leaders, that every time when we go to a trip, we get to connect with each other. And in the last 5.5 years, we've built such a large organization, but we've learned. But then when I saw Steve and Gina come in also, and I saw them build their large organization, and I'm always asking, wow, how great is this company to be attracting so many good leaders in the industry that have already built cultures in many companies, and everyone decided to come here to probably make, is this your last hoorah-rah? Are you sure? Because I can tell you, David and Meredith are going to make sure, and the entire corporate team, they're going to make sure this is your last hoorah-rah. Okay? This is my last hoorah-rah. If I don't make it here, I'm going to become a comedian. Oh, I made you laugh, so I think I'm doing a good job. So, I just want to say thank you to each one of you. I don't know for all the directors and above and the thousands of people that are watching this around the world, I want to leave with this. You know, David applied the global pool last year. The global pool really represents a unity. What does it mean? The global pool means all the senior leaders that have kept this company alive for the first 15 years, and all the new leaders that have built together with the seniors in the last 5 years. The seniors have built the sales, the new technology have built the momentum, and guess who's benefiting from all this? You. So have you ever heard of the saying, I don't want 100% of Laura, I don't want 100% of Gregory, I don't want 100% of Steve? What about just give me 1% of Gregory, 1% of Laura, 1% of Steve? Who here will want 1% of Steve and Laura and Gregory? Heck, who here will want 1% of every single partner that is joining us around the world? That is what the global pool represents. But guess what? As long as we're living David's vision, as long as we're keeping this culture strong so we can show the world that there is actually a company that got your back. Do you know how hard it is to say in this industry today that we got your back? We got your back? We got your back. So from the time you start now, through this new compensation plan, we're going to recognize you and reward you all the way until you become an elite, and then you can earn that 1% of all that hard work that got you there. And now we're going to all share that together. Is that good? So let's take this company to the billions. Let's show the world the light. And thank you, everyone, for being in my life. Thank you.